What's up, guys? Pray all is well. We had a question. Well, we're starting to get this question more often from sellers. How much do we have to adjust our price to be able to sell our home? Right. So there's a back end way that I think a lot of realtors don't think about, which is the market watch. All right. So with market watch, I can set this up however I want. I can set it up for a zip code. I can set it up for a price range. I can set it up for a type of house. I can set it up for a county. I can get as geeky, real estate geeky as I need to. So in this one, I've got Prince William County and I've got all activity over the past 7 days, right? So how do we know how much we need to decrease? The first place we look is perhaps in all of these properties here that have decreased their price. So this gives us a snapshot of everything in Prince William County that has had to decrease over the past 7 days, right? So there are almost 75, right? So that's the first thing I tell clients, like over the past 70 days, you're not the only person that's had to make some type of price adjustment to get your home in a more favorable place. And you can see like this is a lot of different price ranges. These are condos to houses that are 1.5 million. So everyone's being affected. And this is throughout Prince William County. So this is from Dumfries, Gainesville. It doesn't matter. No one's immune to what's happening in the market right now, right? So how do we find out how much on average they are reducing their price? Let me pull this back, right? Let me pull this back real quick. Right. So here, right, this is everyone that had to make some type of price adjustment, right? So we go to our stats, and what we see is that on average, right, and this is a big number, on average, from sold to original price, think about from original price to where they're currently listed now is over 6% less. And we're talking about on an average of 700,000. So these people have had to reduce their price significantly to get in line with the market. And most people are like, well, look, what's the average? Well, let's look at the mean. The mean is the exact same, right? So what that tells me when I'm talking to sellers is that typically when you list your property, if you have to make a price adjustment, you're about 6% is the average that sellers are seeing after they hit the market, after they get their market data, after they feel everything. 6% is where they're moving their price. And oftentimes when you tell a seller that, they're like, oh, no, I don't want to do it. But the data will tell you that, right? So if you have anyone who has a home that's not selling, make sure that whoever's representing them goes deep into this data and let the data tell the story because the data will tell them clearly, right? That you got to make almost a 6% adjustment to get in line with the market. And I think that over the next 6 months, that 6%, especially in Prince William County and some surrounding counties, is going to get closer to like 7.5%, right? Especially if rates don't move down. So if you have anyone who needs to sell a house and you need just a level of expertise or you just need a level set, someone they can talk to an agent that studies the data, that understands it, let us know. We'd love to help. And then also, if you have any new incentives or any new releases that you want us to let our database and our other agents that we coach in Northern Virginia know, let us know. We'd love to show that to them as well. All right. Talk to you soon.